I am an avid enjoyer of peak entertainment, so it should go without saying that I am indeed a Pikmin fan. The wonderfully imagined gaming series by Nintendo, Pikmin is currently on the rise in popularity because 4 just came out. I do have it, and I have been playing it, but I'm not done with it yet. Still, I wanted to get into this because it's something I've been thinking about since Pikmin 3, and I am now more than ever from what I've seen so far in 4. Today I have a theory to possibly explain the origins of Olimar and the many other space smurfs we have seen across the series. As I was brainstorming and devising this theory, I came across so many other things I'd like to explain and explore, such as Pikmin themselves, and the planet PNF 404, or what we believe to be Earth. But for this video I will be doing my best just to focus on one topic for now. The lore of Pikmin is surprisingly deep and fun, but there have been retcons in basically every game to release. So when coming up with a theory here, you just gotta do your best. The detail that was on my mind I was mentioning earlier was the fact that we had always known that Olimar was from Hoctate, thus making it clear he's not a human. So it was easier to always accept that we just had a coincidentally similar looking, albeit tiny, humanoid alien visiting Earth. But then Pikmin 3 came, and while these guys looked exactly like Olimar, who's from planet Hoctate, apparently these guys are from planet Kopai. So I'm like, hold on, something ain't right. Then we got Pikmin 4, and it is just out of control. I've already lost count of the different planet names for all the space smurfs. So now it's got me really thinking. As it goes, there is a popular fan theory that Pikmin takes place on a post-apocalyptic Earth. This theory originally came to be due to the Geiger counter item found in Pikmin 1. Geiger counters are for detecting radiation, and the one seen in-game is reacting violently. Because of this, most assume a fallout occurred from nuclear warfare. A very fair assumption, but this time let's try considering a different possibility. Radiation is a natural occurring element that even comes from the Earth itself, but of course in a much more manageable quantity. But there are other ways for Earth to receive drastic amounts of radiation besides nukes. Like we know, the Earth in Pikmin is very similar to ours. But let's say there's one thing that was quite different. What if they've advanced technology in their society quicker, sooner? What if the countries of that Earth banded together in the era of space exploration? Their Earth and Pikmin gave priority to science and the future of man. Space expeditions became common and frequent. Government funds were spent no more on war, but instead technology. This society also successfully manned a Mars mission and had humans live and farm there for years. Unfortunately, everything comes at a cost. The frequent expeditions into the stars have now took a toll on Earth's barrier. Commercialism is still ever present in this booming era of toxic-fueled rocket propulsion. Just as we face climate change in our world, the Earth and Pikmin face this disaster at a much more radical level. The sun and every other star in the cosmos is a source of heat and natural radiation. On the Earth of Pikmin, we have never once seen evidence of nuclear destruction. No structural debris, not even a single crater on the surface. In fact, almost every object seen or recovered is in considerably good condition. For possibly decades already, that Earth has been enduring unnatural levels of radiation on their surface. For them, visible evidence soon came in the form of mutations for all kinds of fauna and flora on the planet. From what we know, or at least what I know, Earth was abandoned by humans, or drastically less active with them, by around 2005, thanks to a few pieces of evidence presented so far. I saw an entire video explaining how an apocalypse could have only happened a few days before the events of Pikmin 4 because the Game Boy SP was present and still had charge, while neglecting the simple possibility that maybe Pikmin carried it around, a few yellow ones charged it up, and they turned it on for fun. Anyway, while most of humanity and all other life were able to remain present and inhabit the Earth for quite a while before 2005, it was not without its obvious drawbacks. Being so advanced with space exploration, the first idea to come to the people of Earth was to set out for possible new homes. Now, if you've seen Interstellar before, this is where I start to borrow a lot of ideas. Let's say the people of Earth deployed multiple space exploration groups to find a new home beyond Earth and even beyond Mars. Thanks to the lore surrounding the water wraith and plasm wraith, and other unexplainable phenomena, we can agree there are supernatural elements at play in this universe. With that in mind, let's say among these groups of brave space explorers, at least one of the teams found a new home through a wormhole, a rift in space, reaching an unimaginably distant galaxy from their mother planet. In this new corner of the universe, time is experienced differently. That's right, time dilation. The intent of the mission was never for any of these explorers to return home, but instead settle and create a new future for mankind. While the time that had passed on their Earth had only been possibly a few decades, if not just a few years, the time that had passed on the new home of mankind had been eons. In this nearly immeasurable amount of time, this set of humans adapted to their new environment. Becoming smaller and smaller every generation makes it more efficient to live and require less sustenance, needing less oxygen until entirely no longer needing it. This new mankind advanced gracefully with the same trajectory its great ancestors had set them on. This new mankind as well ensured its future by spreading across multiple planets, solar systems, galaxies, all thanks to the cosmic drive. Primarily living off vegetables grown using advanced botany, lack of protein led human in space with smaller body types to be more successful, and thus becoming smaller and smaller as the generations passed. In-game evidence shows that all known space smurfs do live on desert-like planets. By some point, space smurfs started settling on planets near Earth without realizing that they are close to the origin of their kind. Perhaps by the time the first human touched down on Earth, its distant ancestors had just left. Maybe it was too late. Or maybe there are a few who remain, just always out of sight. That's all I got for today. I hope this idea was at least fun to hear. If you have any theories, or have ever thought of something similar, please comment it below. Also, hit the like button if you made it all the way through. Alright, thanks for watching. See ya.